Hey guys, it's good to see you again. Today I have another interesting project for my 2018 Passat GT, the limited edition. As you may know, I purchased this vehicle a year ago and now I'm getting close to 30,000 kilometers. Now this is my personal opinion. I totally believe that this vehicle is actually an Audi. The engine is for Audi, the transmission, the suspension, the way that the car handles and drives is totally Audi. Of course, the interior finishes are going to make the difference, and the insulation. So I'm going to show you the things that I don't like about this vehicle. So the thing that I noticed the moment I purchased this vehicle is the doors. Check the sound. Ugh, horrible. Ooh. The second, which for me was a deal breaker in cars, were the central locking system noise. Hear that? Super loud. Cool. I don't like it. But the doors, terrible noise. Even worse than my Mazda 6. But that's fine because I have a solution for that. And this is my solution. Sound deadening material and insulation. Okay, so this is Noico. This is the insulation, and this is the sound deadening material. Why Noico? For two reasons. It's affordable and it's easy to purchase. I purchased from Amazon Prime. It came home in 2 days. And I'm gonna give it a try, see how it looks. I like the packaging is really good, really professional. So this is the one that I purchased. This is the 80 mils. That means 2 millimeters. 40 mil, it's 1 millimeter thickness. 60, it's 1.5. And 80 is 2 millimeters. This is the one that I have, the 80 mil, 2 millimeters. I have to tell you, this is a really good product, and it's very, very heavy. And it's really hard. Now, this is the sound deadening, and this is the insulation. I like the packaging. Coming like this. This is the insulation. Really nice product. So I'm really pleased with what I see so far. I want to give it a try the installation. Now, of course, you can buy Home Depot materials. Like this particular one is from Suprema. There are many other products you can buy from Home Depot. So this is your 40 mil product, very cheap, that you can buy from Home Depot. But I have a problem with this. It's very thin. Now, this is twice the size of this, right? If I'm gonna make this twice the size, it's still not solid at that. Look the difference. Really hard. So you probably have to have 4 layers of this in order to make the same material. That's really hard. This is really hard. So if you buy a roll which is like 15 bucks, you end up buying 4 times more than you buy for this. For that reason, I do recommend get a real product. You can purchase sound deadening materials with different finishes. This is the aluminum finish. You can get some that has some kind of cardboard on top, and one has a plastic film, kind of like this one. And the reason why I recommend to have aluminum is for 2 very important reasons. Now, if you look at this one, for example, you have this bitumen material, which is a petroleum product, or butyl. This smell really bad. So in order to seal that smell, the best that you're gonna get is the aluminum. For example, this one is completely sealed, but I still have bitumen material at the edges. For that reason, I'm going to use aluminum foil tape to tape all my seams. That way I get rid of the smell completely. Because you don't want to go in your car and get intoxicated with all these off gases that are coming from this material. This particular one doesn't smell, so assuming that the all this bitumen material has been treated with some kind of additives for the smell. But anyway, just to be super safe, I'm also going to use the aluminum tape to seal all the seams. Now, the second reason why you want to use aluminum, it's an excellent insulated product. So that's why they use it for ducts and all the heating systems. So what happened when the heat hits the aluminum, it gets reflected back. So if you're going to install this on your doors in the winter, when you're going to hit the vehicle, the heat is not going to escape the vehicle. Basically, the heat is going to come back into the vehicle. In the summer, when it's so hot, the moment the sun hits, the aluminum is getting all this radiant heat is getting pushed out of the vehicle. So these are the two reasons that you want to have aluminum instead of any other products as a finish for this sound deadening material. Other factor you should take in consideration when you install this material, it's humidity. You purchase this material, my recommendation is for you to keep it for 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks in your house before you install it, because these have been stored in a warehouse, and you don't know the humidity in those warehouses. As soon as you come to your house has different humidity, so you don't know how the product is going to perform when you're going to install. Now, it's very important to have a good relative humidity when you install this product, otherwise it's not gonna adhere properly to your surfaces. So in my case, in the right temperature, in my case now, the humidity is 42.6, which is below 50, which is very good, like it's super dry. And the temperature is 24 degrees, which is absolutely perfect. It's not too cold and it's not too hot. If it's cold, it's gonna be hard for you to install this product on uneven surfaces. If it's too hot, it's gonna melt so fast, it's gonna smell a lot. Now, I'm also gonna check the temperature of the vehicle, the panel doors, and now I have 23.4 degrees, which is absolutely perfect for this installation. I have a couple of plastic tools here. I'm gonna remove the handle first. Okay. I have a screw right here. Removing this light cover. And I'm going to use the same screwdriver to release that clip. Yeah, just turn a little bit like that. Now, just slowly take this up. I don't want to turn my window film. The speaker. Okay, it's out. And the door cable. I'm surprised to see that the speaker, it's really good quality. It's actually rubber, it's not cardboard, as I've seen in all the other vehicles. It's pretty cool. Oh, hear that? Ooh. So I'm gonna remove this panel. I do have some sound deadening material. It's pretty thin. Huh. I'm surprised to see this. Cleaning is very important. You might gonna have grease from the installation of the windows. When they install the windows, all that grease dropped all the way in there. So I'm gonna start with the glass cleaner, Windex, and I'm gonna finish with the alcohol. The best will be if you have microfiber cloth, which I forgot about it. I'm gonna use this pair of jeans. Don't use too much cotton because it might have little fibers that are gonna get loose, but I think this is gonna work. I like to protect my speaker. I don't cause any damage. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what happens inside here. Probably I won't be able to go for the entire door, but I'll do the top part of the door. It looks like this, and I also won't be able to remove the speaker because they use rivets for this one. So I'm just gonna do the top here, and the rest is gonna be on the inside. So I'm adding 15.5 kilograms, which in my opinion is nothing. That's fine. I'm not stressed about being perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect, has to be close enough. And I'm just gonna cut it now. And one thing that I noticed is the material is very strong. I put this one wrong. When I tried to remove it, it was so stuck to the vehicle that I got it damaged. So I'm pretty impressed with the product. It's very hard and easy to work with, but I had to cut multiple pieces. I think in my opinion the best way is to have a positive lap. So you start from the bottom and then put the next one on top in case you have water infiltration, so the water doesn't go on the seams. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm still gonna tape all these connections here, but I gotta tell you, I like the product. And now you can hear the difference. Wow, this is what I want in my car. Pretty cool stuff. And I cut it if I need it. Okay, so start from the top. Okay. Also used all the little pieces to reinforce the panel because especially with the Fender audio, you get loudspeakers and these panels rattle a lot. So you want to do some enforcement around the speaker area, and I'm still going to use my tape to seal the edges. Now ideal would be to have this sound deadening material in here too, but because this plastic also have this extension, this is actually going to provide support for the door, so you don't want to take this out. I tried to put the sound deadening behind. I hope this panel will fit, so in case it rattles, it's going to have some absorbing material. Let's give it a try now. Hope it still fit. That's good. Awesome. This is my finished panel with the sound deadening material. As you can see, it's fully sealed. I don't have any sound deadening material around those holes because I have to put the clamps in place and I don't want them to get loose. So I cut the material and then I seal it again with the tape, and that's pretty much it. Now this is the back of the panel. Got so much sound deadening material, especially around the speaker, and the panel is super solid right now. I like it. Because I'm planning to do the insulation, I'm quickly going to clean with alcohol, not too much, because I might have dropped some dirt in there. Very sticky product, I like it. I'm really impressed with this Noico product. This is the finished door panel with the insulation and the sound deadening. Sticks really well. Right over every gap. I only left the spaces where the clips are gonna go back in place, and that's it. Make sure that all the clips are in place, and make sure they're all up like this, not down, up. front door removal. Same thing. Now, trying to get the switch out. Okay. Release the wires. Pressing this tab. Oh, it's really stuck in there. Now, I have two of those clips. One, two. One is here and one is there. For these ones, I end up using a plier and I just twisted that clamp. Ooh, it's really hard to remove these trims. Super tight. Oh, whew. See the clip that I'm talking about. This is twist, is straight to come out. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to make the mistake that I've done at the back. I'm simply going to use a pencil and I'm just going to mark the location of the panel. So when I do the installation, I know exactly where to stop. Freaking clamps. Ooh. Oh man. You basically have to release all these wires. Every single one has a tab. Make sure you're not going to damage the speaker. Again, every single one has a tab that you have to press in order to pull the cable out. This one was the hardest. LED. This is for central locking. This is for the, you just have to pull this up. I've done my best to install as much as I could, and also to seal it with aluminum foil tape, and it looks pretty cool. Finally finished the front. I had to use a lot of little pieces, and eventually I had it sealed with the foil tape. It looks pretty good. Front door complete, and this is the back of the panel. Again, I'm adding weight so that I get less rattle, vibration when the speaker is loud. And you know something, I have some extra material, why not use it? I have two of these clips here. actually screws. Clips. I like these metal clips, they're pretty good. There you go. Now we can do something here. Make a huge improvement. Now it's difficult to get this under here, but I do recommend doing it. All sealed as far as I could reach. Make sure you have the clips on the panel or on the trunk. Some extra weight. Clean. You don't see anything. My complaint about this vehicle was that the handle for the door is not centered. It's far away out. So in order for you to shut the door, you have to really pull the door hard, right? Slam it. You know, other vehicles have these operating switches up here and the little pocket right here in the middle. So that way it would be easier for you to shut the door. But because this is off-centered, it requires a lot of force to shut the door. But now, with the sound deadening material, I added so much weight to this door. The doors felt just super normal now. They're super rich. I love it. So that's a huge improvement. So look at now, I don't even have to hold the door anymore. I just give it a motion and it shuts by itself. There you go. That's beautiful. So conclusions, did it improve the sound of the vehicle? Yes, a lot. Have to tell you. Road noise. How much insulation did I add it? Let's say this is a box kind of thing, right? So we have the ceiling, we have the floor, you have the front, the back, and the sides. So apparently I added only 20-25% insulation just in the doors. And I can tell you there's so much quieter at speeds up to 60 kilometers an hour. It's super quiet. But once you go on a highway, you're still gonna hear the noise that is coming from under the car. I have window visors which are noisy, but I need them because it rains a lot in Vancouver. So I'm really praised the product. I'm super happy that I've done this mod. I have to rate this, in my opinion, adding sound deadening material to your car and lowering springs are the best two mods that you're ever gonna go to your vehicle. And so the door feels a lot heavy. It sounds better when you shut the door. You don't need that much force. Inside noise is so much better. The center locking is better too. It's still a bit loud, but I couldn't reach those points where the locks are, so I can insulate them properly because they are far in here. But anyway, I added more insulation on the panel on these areas so I can minimize that noise. Now, what about the sound system? The sound system is absolutely crazy. I love it. Before, I had the settings with the bus below 0, like -2. Now I can go up to +3, which is a huge difference, and you don't hear any rattle or anything. It's absolutely insane. So I'm gonna show you exactly what happens now. Okay, I'll have to mute the sound because I don't have the license for these songs. If you have this type of vehicle, I do recommend to listen to this song. You don't own me. I have to tell you, the beauty, you're gonna hear the beauty of this sound with this song. Let's look at the mirror.
I'm not sure if you are able to see, but the entire car vibrates like crazy and there's no rattle noise. Now I can go over 75% without hearing anything, any rattle, any plastics vibrating. So the doors are reinforced. Absolutely crazy. I love it. So I do recommend this sound deadening material. It's absolutely awesome. If you could do it for a vehicle, I would definitely do it again. Thanks for watching.